Rob, today we've had the $160 billion deal between Pfizer and Allergan. It's certainly a very big deal. The market doesn't seem to think it's a very interesting deal, though. Shares in both are down a little today. Why the lack of excitement over this enormous transaction?
Well, I think it's worth giving a little history first here. Way back in early 2009, Pfizer bought Wyeth, another huge deal. It was $68 billion, two companies that were facing pressure on revenues from patent expirations. 6 years later, the combined company has about as much revenue as Pfizer did before buying Wyeth. So they did this big deal, they bought in new revenues, and all of it just sort of went to offset a huge amount of patent expirations at the two companies. Pfizer has had to run hard to stand still.
So now they're going to reduce Allergan in the same way?
Yeah, well, but the two companies don't face the same severe patent expiration crises as Pfizer and Wyeth did all those years ago. So in theory, you have a deal here where Pfizer gets to once again prove its prowess in cutting costs, cutting headcount, being efficient, and they get the advantage of a lower tax rate by inverting into Ireland.
So are they demonstrating this big cost-cutting prowess in today's announcement?
No. So in the case of the Wyeth deal with Pfizer, they were looking for $4 billion in savings back in 2009. Now they're looking for $2 billion. Now that may be a function of Pfizer wanting to underpromise and overdeliver. More likely, it's a case of Pfizer's already a pretty lean beast, and maybe Allergan is too. So they're more modest there. So that leads us to the tax benefit.
Yeah, this is all that's left. The revenues were available to investors anyway. They could have bought Allergan. There's not that much in the way of cost savings. It's all about the tax, no?
Yeah, there's a little bit of cost savings and the tax advantage, which is a multi-billion-dollar fill-up as well. So I think part of the reason that the two stocks aren't up much is the logic of the deal is unquestionably pure financial engineering. And I think investors are right to be a little wary of that.
Sounds like Ian Reid, boss of Pfizer's got an awful lot of people to convince that this is a deal worth doing. Rob, thanks very much.